Dall's porpoise. I actually have some media from Noah in the public domain. So the Dall's porpoise, you may look at these images and think that looks like a baby orca. So do a lot of people. So a Dall's porpoise is obviously a porpoise. It's part of the family Phocinidae, and they are actually the largest of all porpoises. They, like all porpoises, are not dolphins. They're whales. Everything's a whale. They are toothed whales, and they live in the northern Pacific Ocean and are mostly seen around the coast of British Columbia. They don't stick exclusively to the coast, though, so they do live out to sea in the ocean. Now, their prey, they eat pretty much anything they can find, including fish, cephalopods, and crustaceans. And in the in the northern resident habitat, the northern residents will sometimes hunt alongside Pacific white-sided dolphin, where the northern residents will attack the fish, but it'll be the Pacific white-sided dolphins that will find the fish and they'll grab the scraps. In those, you will occasionally see Dalls porpoises joining that melee, and they'll be going for scraps as well. And in fact, the video I'm releasing in a week, some of the footage in there do actually have Dalls porpoises. If you're very eagle-eyed, I even had like a little annotation to show one. Yeah, these Dalls porpoises, they look like baby killer whales, and a lot of people mistake them. They're about 2 meters long, and they have striking black and white coloration. And because they're black and white patterned, and the fact that the white pattern, when they're going fast, kind of looks like it's in the same place as the white pattern on orcas, they're sometimes mistaken. They also have very small flippers and small tails. They're an extremely fast-moving species of porpoise as well. They live in groups of up to 12 individuals, but can sometimes be seen in their hundreds in superpods. They love to bow ride, and unlike other porpoises, they are definitely not shy. They also like mixing with other cetaceans, such as Pacific white-sided dolphins and resident orcas. Though I'm pretty sure they don't like mixing with big orcas, because big orcas probably predate upon them.
Well, that'll be a good question for you to ask.
Actually, that would be interesting because I don't know if there's any northern. I don't know if there's any people that would be there that are specialists in Dalls porpoises because their range might be a little bit higher, like a little bit more north, but it's possible.
Well,
So
it doesn't hurt to ask.
interestingly, Dalls porpoises are also really not shy. They're unlike other porpoises. All porpoises are shy, but Dalls porpoises are not. They do mix with boats, and so actually, I think I did just mention that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I read, and then told something interesting that I found out, which is actually what I wrote down as well. Um, so they can actually create hybrids between Dalls porpoises and harbor porpoises as well. And unfortunately, and this kind of thing that we're talking about this during a podcast that's live during a fundraiser, up to 20,000 Dalls porpoises are killed in hunts each year around Japan. 20,000. That is a staggering number. To put in perspective, the global population of orcas, global population, is about 100,000. Imagine a fifth of that gone each year. Heck, imagine a fifth of the humpback whale population gone in a year. Like, that's mind-boggling. There's so many cetacean species. There's not even 20,000 of them that exist. These Dalls porpoises are also very susceptible to being caught in fishing nets, like all porpoises are really.
Mhm.
And so I I know I'd say lesser known species. Dalls porpoises aren't really that lesser known, I would say, but I decided to include it because it's relevant to like where I'm going, or it's relevant to the next video that's going to come out.
I would wager though that the Dalls porpoise is still relatively unknown in the general public's mind, and that still makes it a lesser known species.
I think it's lesser known than the orcas, the humpbacks, probably even lesser known than the Pacific white-sided dolphins, which probably makes it a lesser known
Mhm.
species as well.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could just start naming out a lot of whale species that that I would have known of before we started doing all of this a year ago. Um, and I would never have made it to a Dall's porpoise or a white-sided dolphin either.
Yeah.